The immigration impact of crimes is not to be understated. Even if you're charged with what you think is an insignificant misdemeanor, it could have really drastic immigration consequences. For example, if you're charged with an assault in the state of Maryland, simple second-degree assault, on the surface, it may seem that there are no issues, but if it involves a spouse, it could be considered a domestic-based assault, which in some situations can be perceived as a crime of moral turpitude to USCIS. Now, an attorney is able to look at the variety of crimes charged, if the case is still pending, the criminal case, to give advice about how to make that plea more immigration friendly. And sometimes the immigration attorney, if you're wise enough to seek counsel from an immigration attorney if you've been charged with a crime, is going to recommend going to trial, which if you were a U.S. citizen, in most circumstances, going to trial is not going to be the best option. You might end up with jail time. But for an immigrant, because the collateral consequence is so high, you may choose to try the case because accepting a plea, no matter which way you slice it, is going to end up with you in removal proceedings. So crimes when they involve non-citizens can be a significant hindrance to whether or not USCIS will grant a green card application or citizenship. And sometimes you may even have a green card and think you're free and clear, and then you get hit with a cocaine charge, for example. A possession case by itself may not seem that significant, but a cocaine possession charge is an aggravated felony, which will more than likely lead to removal proceedings and keep someone from being able to actually get a green card petition granted and or be able to remain in the U.S. even if they already have a green card. So crimes can be in the context of inadmissibility, meaning something that you did that keeps you from being able to obtain a green card, versus removability, which is what is bad enough to keep you from being able to stay in the United States even though you have a green card. So an attorney can look at the crimes that are being alleged or the crimes that have actually already taken place in the past to determine what's your best course of action. Do you have any defenses, and or do you have proof of rehabilitation that will enable you to still gain sympathy from USCIS so that your petition can ultimately be granted?